Welcome everyone to level 4. Today, inshallah, we will look at unit 1, 8.1, past simple. Okay, we know that there are regular verbs and irregular verbs, right? Regular like clean, irregular eat. So eat, ate, clean, cleaned. Just put ed, right? But if it's irregular, you change the word completely, like eat in the past, ate. Okay, so there are, as we said, regular and irregular verbs in the past simple. For example, answer is regular, right? Spent, irregular. Why? Spent, spent. We don't put ed, right? Okay, now he answered the questions. However, here we say we spent a lot of money. Okay, also we ate pizza, irregular. Okay, we usually use did to form questions, right? In the past, of course. Example, when they buy this car. So we say what? When did they buy this car? When did they buy this car? Or for example, you may ask me, when did you buy this phone? I say, I bought this phone 4 years ago. Now, I have to change it now, right? Okay. Now, number 2, why you go home early? Question, why did you go home early, right? When he get his computer? When did he get his computer? Okay. We said we usually use did, but not always, right? So that's why here we say how many students went to the party without that. How many computers were there? Or how many students were there? Okay, so usually we use did to form questions, but sometimes we forge questions without did. Like here, for example, how many students went to the party? How many computers were there? Number 3, how many people visited you, right? How many people visited you? Okay, 8.2, time expressions. Okay, for example, in, on, at. Okay, I fast in Ramadan, right? I go to school at 7 a.m. I go out with my friends on Sunday. So in, month, at, time, on, days. Okay, let's have examples. We can use in, at, and on when we talk about time. Examples, in 1997, for example. Okay, in spring, in the afternoon, in January, in the 1980s, right? On 5 November, on Monday, on Tuesday, right? On morning, at time, right? At 9 o'clock, and also weekend, at weekends, at night, Okay. Also here, we said we use in with years, decades like 10 years, seasons, spring, fall, winter, summer. In summer, in spring, in fall, in winter. Also part of the day, right? And also months. Part of the day like in the morning, in the afternoon, months, in January, in Ramadan, in March. Okay, on 5 November. So we said on dates, days, parts of a day, right? Like this one. On 5 November. On Monday, days. So for example, on November, on Monday, on Tuesday morning, parts of a day, right? We put on. At, as we said, times at 5 a.m., at 6 p.m. Okay. Also fixed phrases like what? Weekends, night, at weekends, at night. Okay. Now let's complete the sentences. He was born 2001. So in, right? He was born in 2001. They arrived Sunday. So we put what? On days. On Sunday. Okay, number 3. I usually study space the evening. What? Parts of the day. In. I usually study in the evening. Number 4. We never work night. Right? Fixed phrases. Weekends, nights. So at night. Okay? Very good. Okay. We put a go at the end of the sentences. Like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Right? For example, I visited Greece 3 days ago, for example, right? 2 months ago, 5 years ago, right? So I visited Mecca, for example, 3 days ago, or 2 months ago, 5 years ago, okay? Now, complete the sentences in the past with correct time expression. So we arrived 2 years. We arrived 2 years ago. I go home 7 o'clock. So we say what? I went home at 7 o'clock. Okay. Here, Gina, visit Sweden 2009. Gina visited Sweden in 2009. Right? They start school autumn. They started school season. So we put what? In autumn, right? How about the last one? Chris, leave England 5 months. We say what? Chris left, irregular, right? Left England 5 months ago. Okay, very good. See you in Unit 2. Have a good day.